YouTube, so I haven't made a video in a while. So school has finally started again, and I have a new calendar, and everything's all organized now. So the plan is that I'm going to be at my grandma's for about 3 weeks every month, and then I'm going to be here for a week. So I'll be able to make videos then. I went to an anime con this summer. It was so fun. I was actually gonna post this video during Geek Week on YouTube, but I missed it. I went with my sister and my 2 friends. I went as the cat waitress. My sister went as Flanders Scarlet from Toho Project. My 2 friends, one of them went as a girl from Vampire Knight, and my other friend just kind of dressed up in fancy clothing. Yeah, it was really fun. We got there and they handed us bags with free Japanese candy. There was Pocky, of course, and Pom Pom, Hello Panda, which I love. You know, just little pieces of Japanese candy. There was a taffy thing called White Rabbit, which tasted like a vanilla Tootsie Roll, I guess. It was really good. I couldn't really get it out of the wax packaging though, because it was really sticky. But, you know, I just kind of bit into it, and it still tastes really good. And, there was some kind of gummy candy. The wrapper was in kanji, so I couldn't read it. But, it was still really good, whatever it was. It was heart-shaped, and it was gummy, and it tasted like mangoes. I loved it so much. And, there was a manga drawing section where we could draw manga or chibi or whatever the heck we wanted. And I drew the alpha art for my fanfiction, Legend of Kiru. I do a lot of those. Anyway, and looking back now, I sucked at drawing just 3 months ago. And now I'm much better at it. Anyway, and we attended a manga seminar. You know, there's this program on the computer called, manga something, I don't know. Paint manga, I guess? I wasn't there for the whole thing. I got lost and I couldn't find the room. And there was cosplay chess that my sister played, but I didn't go. I was busy doing other things. For me, it was mostly just a lot of walking around because, you know, I'm not good with social events. Whenever I go to a fancy party or a wedding or a funeral, I just kind of hang around in the corner and think, I could be at home watching anime right now. Because none of these people get how I feel, and none of them are interested in Japanese culture. Well, at YOMIcon, they're all dressed up as Vocaloids, and they understand all this obsession about the Japanese culture that we otakus have. So I'm like, okay, I'm here, now what do I do? I've never been around other otakus in such a multitude. I can do one-on-one with some people I can relate to. This just big group, am I supposed to talk to them? Am I supposed to give them a hug? Because I really felt like doing that, but I was too afraid that they would think I was weird and kind of shun me like they did all the time at school. So I really didn't know. I mean, I kind of talked to people as much as I could, and gradually I just kind of got out of my shell. I saw an Amaterasu cosplayer from Okami, and I talked to her a little bit. She was so cute. I loved her so much. And there was No Face from Spirited Away. There was Ring, and she had the butterfly headphones like in the Magnet video. There were about 3 people that dressed up like Matryoshka. However that makes sense. there was a Matryoshka Miku that really reminded me of my friend from another town. And there was this one girl, she reminds me of a girl in my grandma's town. Let's see, her name is, I'm just gonna call her Mousy. Yes, I don't like publishing real names on the internet, so let's just call her Mousy. She's a dancer, and she just has this really big smile. She is really good at moving. She's really pretty too. And she's just so friendly, and I love Mousy so much. And here at YOMIcon, I know that Mousy isn't really into this kind of stuff. But there was this girl, she looked so much like Mousy. The same facial structure, the same body type, the same way she moves. She was really a born dancer, and she was really friendly too. I'm like, is this an otaku version of Mousy? That's awesome! I love this person. But I never really got a chance to talk to her. Because, you know, she was busy dancing and I didn't want to bug her. And they did a bunch of cool Japanese J-pop songs that I actually recognized. I was so surprised because whenever I go to school, man, this video is long. Whenever I go to school, they play music that I've never heard before and I don't really like because of the messages and the lyrics and the beat. It's so annoying. But I go to YOMIcon, and I thought that I'd just be listening to my headphones, you know, just listening to music that no one else even knows about. And then all these, like, about 3 people were sitting in, or standing, dancing, in the middle of the room, playing these songs. There was Pon Pon Pon, there was a song that I don't even know the name of. There was, Matryoshka, of course. You know, they just played all this songs, and, you know, I'd walk by every so often, I'm like, hey, I recognize this song. It was kind of like that time I heard Kaze Naru from The Cat Returns playing in a Japanese restaurant here in America. And I'm just like, there's a Japanese song on the radio, and I recognize it. I don't know, it's just, I don't know. But anyway, that made me really happy. And there was a craft section, but I didn't really go to it. There was a gaming section, very small. There was a guy cosplaying as Rainbow Dash, and someone cosplaying as Fluttershy. There was Astra from Hetalia. There were about 3 Maka Albarns in the entire building. I was so impressed with their costumes. There was this one, she had like a red cuff around one of her sleeves, and, you know, black coat, red cuff. I mean, from Umiko no Nakokoro, there is a character named Angie, and she has a red cuff around her arm like that, and it has a one-winged bird on it. So I thought she was Angie, and I felt so bad for mixing up the costumes. I was just, I don't know, I guess I was high on Poppy. But, you know, I'm really sorry to that, you know, 8-year-old cosplayer that, you know, when people don't recognize who you're cosplaying as, you kind of feel like, I kind of feel like I failed if people don't recognize me. So I feel really sorry for mixing it up. And there were like 4 different Hatsune Mikus. And there was this one group of people, and, you know, there were some Hetalia cosplayers and some Soul Eater cosplayers, and this one girl that didn't get her cosplay costume finished, so she was just plain Jane. And what caught me the most was the Soul Eater cosplayer. It was a Soul cosplayer, okay? I've never seen cosplayers in real life before. And to see a Soul there, it just made me really happy inside. I don't know why. and I really wanted to talk to this person, because, you know, he was into Soul Eater, and Soul Eater is like my favorite anime ever, so I want to talk to him. I want him to like me. I don't know, it's just when someone you really like hates you, it's a bad feeling. So I want to make sure that he knows who I am, and he ends up liking me, and he has a good memory of me. So, what do? I hide behind the bookshelf. You know, I was just kind of peeking through the cracks in the books, you know, just kind of watching them, because this is what I do when I like people. Well, I just hide and I watch them for a while. It's not really stalking, it's just kind of like my wolf instinct, I guess. I don't know, but I didn't know what I was doing with my life. So I just kind of hid there for a while, and I expected it to be over in 15 minutes, and then, you know, I'd have to go home, and then I didn't have any memories of him, because that's how it always goes for me. Okay? Okay? But, you know, about 5 minutes after I started, you know, whenever he turned around, I, you know, looked down at the books to make it look like I was looking for something. But one time, I was really close against the bookshelf, and he turned around, and I looked down immediately, but the books were like right here against my face, so it was clear I wasn't reading them. So, you know, he caught on immediately that I wanted to talk to him. But I didn't know what to say! I mean, what do you say to a Soul cosplayer? This is how socially inept I am. It was very funny, but, you know, I just, you know, when you're shy, you act shy, because shyness is moe. So, I just kind of looked down and I kind of inched away from him. I inched to the other side of the bookshelf, and he followed me. So there was this little 15-minute thing of us playing peekaboo behind the bookshelf. I don't know why, but that was just the most fun I've had in my entire life, is playing some kind of chasing keep-away game with a Soul cosplayer. And pretty soon his friends joined in too. They had me cornered, and I just, you know, I didn't have a problem with that. And, you know, there was this point, he was right behind me, everyone was grinning, we were all having a good time, and then I turn to him, I look him dead in the eye, I smile, and I say, "Welcome home, Master!" I thought I blew it! I was immediately having fun, and then I just have to say something like, "Welcome home, Master," and I can't believe myself sometimes. How could I do something so embarrassing? He's gonna hate me forever, because he thinks that I'm just some worthless otaku girl that just makes cute little kitty faces and, you know, just, I have no life. There, I said it. But that didn't happen. He actually thought it was really cute. He laughed, and then when YOMIcon was over, we were still hanging out. We didn't really say anything to each other, but he still hugged me and he said, "Goodbye, kitty!" And I was so happy. I was like, yes! That is the ultimate moment of victory. You want people to think you're cute. You want people to like you. And you want them to hug you. That was the best day of my summer. The best day of my life. Yeah, that's some cool otaku-ish things that I've done. So, what about you? What did you do this summer? What's the best time of your life? What otaku-ish things have you done? So you can tell me in the comments below or leave a video response. because I really don't get out much, and I'm kinda lonely, and I could use other people to like me.